Hawkeye. Oh boy, we got some juicy news about Hawkeye. Let me see if I could actually just pull up the actual video so we get that started. So first, okay, Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye. I've talked a lot of crap about the Disney Plus shows because I'm just not the biggest fan of them. I was genuinely excited for them when it was WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and even Hawkeye. It seemed like an interesting new era for the MCU, but it ended up being nothing but oversaturating, overcomplicating, putting in so many heroes that were just like, what is happening to them? But I think Hawkeye was kind of an underrated show. I'm not gonna say it was one of the best, but it was a cozy, fun time. I like the Haley Steinfeld stuff with Kate Bishop. Yelena made a cameo. Do not like all the Kingpin stuff they threw in there and the setup for Echo. That stuff definitely I didn't like. But Jeremy Renner was great, and him as Clint Barton in that was really fun. And so we were always like, where's season two? How come season two hasn't been here? And we finally got our answer to why season two did not end up becoming a thing and how it might still end up being one. So here we have Jeremy Renner explaining it. Let me go ahead and set this up so we can get that so you guys can actually hear the audio. One moment. All right, here we go. All right, so here we have the audio of Jeremy Renner explaining why he didn't come back.
They asked me to do a season two, and they offered me half the money. I'm like, wow, it's going to take me twice the amount of work for half the amount of money, and so 8 months of my time essentially, and to do it for half the amount. I'm like, I'm sorry, why? Did you think I'm only half the Jeremy because I got ran over? Maybe is that what? That's why you want to pay me half of what I made on the first season? And this is not Marvel, mind you. This is like this Disney, not even really Disney. It's just the penny pinchers, the accountants. I told them to go fly a kite. I mean, just at the insult offer, and we didn't see eye to eye on that. And sadly, and I still love the character. I still love to do it, but I had to defend myself. I didn't ask for any more money, mind you, right? It's just payment we made the first season. So it's a little disheartening that didn't happen, but that's fine. I'm happy to let that go because my body's probably thanking me, time and time again. That
Okay. So there we go. That's what it was. And I do remember we had plot details of what Hawkeye season 2 was going to be. It might have been leaked stuff, but I do just want to bring up what it was because it actually sounded cool. It was going to like be kind of like The Raid. Let me see. Yeah, oh, it was going to be like Die Hard. There we go. That was the way they described it. See, so the rumored plot was rumors suggest that the second season could have been inspired by the action-packed confined setting of Die Hard with Clint and Kate facing a siege in a single location. That would have been awesome. So again, the reason I think that would have worked so well is because, well, Hawkeye is like a Christmas themed show. And so if season 2, they wanted to keep those Christmas vibes going, having the season 2 revolve around like a Die Hard plot, which a lot of movie fans will tell you Die Hard is a Christmas movie, or some people would argue it's not a Christmas movie. It's just set around Christmas. Whatever the case, I love that idea. Like almost like a one location type thing, maybe going level to level, raid style, or like Dread, and each episode is them getting to another level until they get to the boss and get out of the building. I think that sounded fantastic. Say that again. For what season 2 could have been, but now it doesn't look like it's happening, and it has been a long time now for Hawkeye. I know we live in a world where sometimes it takes 2 or 3 years for another season of television to happen, but now it just feels like the time has come and passed. Okay, a couple of thoughts on this. One, I definitely defend Jeremy Renner for not wanting to do it because he's getting paid half of what he earned the first time around. Again, he alluded to it not alluded, he directly said it. If you guys don't remember, about a year or two ago, Jeremy Renner was run over by a snowplow. He was helping a neighbor who was caught under, and he got run over by a machine, and it left him with some really horrible injuries, and it took him a long time to recover. So his body is already in a bad state to be able to do some of the stuff he does as Hawkeye. And I don't know if Marvel just thought, yeah, he's not going to be able to do many of the stunts. We'll do it like that. I don't think that was the reason. I understand why Jeremy said that. I think the reason is they underestimated how many people, or overestimated, I guess, how many people would genuinely watch these Disney Plus shows. I don't think Hawkeye did the numbers they hoped for, and I don't think a lot of the other Disney Plus shows are getting the viewer numbers that they are hoping for. And so now they're scaling back the cost of these shows, how much they spend. Because again, I'm still blown away. A lot of these Disney Plus shows look exactly of the quality of the movies, which is also a disservice to the films that you put in theaters. Because if there's not a quality difference in visuals with the TV show and the movies, then it's like where is that dip? You know what I'm saying? So I think Marvel more offered him half, and we're gonna go with this single location thing to save money because they're like these things don't get as much views as we think. We're cutting back, and Jeremy Renner's everything has it all in his right to be like, no, I'm not doing that because why would I do that? You know? So that's what I think. And with that said, also though, there have been other rumors. This one isn't backed up. It's from My Time to Shine Hello, which, like I said, has been spotty. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. I feel like they've been wrong more often, but they have been right, especially when it came to the Shrek stuff. They were very right on that movie and what was going on for Shrek 5. But they are reportedly saying that Hawkeye season 2 is still going to move forward with Haley Steinfeld as the lead. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's true, especially after Sinners. Sinners just catapulted Haley Steinfeld into another level with her acting career. To me, she was always known and was definitely going to be a star. I enjoyed her in Bumblebee. Edge of 17, I think, is still an underrated coming of age story. I've always liked Haley Steinfeld. But now after Sinners and the performance she gave there and the way that movie's blowing up, it's only elevating her. So Marvel, I think, is now looking at Haley close to A-list status and thinking, oh, we could definitely just give her a move with the show. She could just carry it, and then she's the Hawkeye, and Hawkeye doesn't have to be in it if Jeremy Renner doesn't want to come be part of the show. Also, maybe that was the plan all along. Maybe Jeremy had a lot less screen time in season 2, and that's why they were cutting his pay in half, because it's like, well, you're not the lead anymore, Jeremy. You're going to be more of the sidekick. But, oh, man, I'm all Jeremy Renner got to me, guys. Ah! Sorry, I hit the back button. I was saying I was already seeing a lot of people not loving a Hawkeye show without Hawkeye, which makes sense. It makes sense. It said no Jeremy, hell no. Let's see here. Someone said, "Oh hell no," but someone also said Haley is the goat, and she indeed is the goat. But so I don't know. I do think after Sinners, Marvel could seriously be thinking about having Haley Steinfeld as the lead and just moving along with that. To me, and I also like how Jeremy in that video distinguishes this isn't Marvel's fault. It's nothing with Feige or the people there. It's Disney and their accounting department who was doing that. So I have no ill will to Marvel. And we even saw a similar situation whenever Black Widow came out and Scarlett Johansson sued Disney because they released that movie on Disney Plus and it affected the money she was going to make from that. But she also was like, it's not Marvel's fault. It's just something I got to do with Disney. So we'll see. To me, like I said, if today or tomorrow they announced no more Disney Plus Marvel content, not going to see me cry. Maybe you can do it after the Punisher gets his special because I really want to see that Punisher special. But if you told me no more Disney Plus shows, I'll be like, okay, that's fine. Keep him in the movies. Give Daredevil a movie. Heck, let's not keep him on the TV side. So I know people are like, what about Daredevil? Just put him in the movies. You can keep Daredevil, actually. Daredevil will be the only one. But so yeah, it was just interesting to hear, and now we know. I just think we're gonna wait. I'm curious what the future of the Marvel's Disney Plus content is, because we do have Ironheart, which was like completed 3-4 years ago and is now barely gonna come out. We're gonna have that Punisher special. So I think Vision Quest is somewhere in there. I just wonder after that, then what's happening? What are they deciding? Well, you guys let me know. Would you watch a Hawkeye season 2 that doesn't feature Jeremy Renner and only Haley Steinfeld? I'm not gonna lie, because I like Haley Steinfeld that much. I would definitely watch that. Oh, sorry. I would.